I'm old. I was born in 1946, so small town, Tennessee. I grew up most of the time in Clarksville, although my dad, who was from Clarksville as well, was a career Army NCO. I went to segregated schools there in Tennessee, right up until fourth grade when my dad was assigned to Germany. We moved to Germany, momentous move, first time on an airplane. I was there through seventh grade and then back to Clarksville and spent up through 11th grade in Clarksville. And then my dad got an assignment to Fort Hays in Columbus, Ohio, and moved me my senior year in high school. We fell out a little bit about that, particularly because at that time, my ambition was to attend an HBCU. Happenstance is everything. Had I not made that move, I would not have considered the Air Force Academy at all. It was not on my radar. For the old timers, they might remember that one of the things that President Kennedy did was look at increasing participation of minorities in the military and in the officer positions. And so the service academies became part of that target. So all of the service academies were looking to expand their ranks by bringing in some minority candidates. And I benefited from that. Got an offer to go to the prep school. That prep school experience, that joining experience has been a learning experience that I would not trade. I joined the Air Force Reserve. I didn't know anything about the Air Force Reserve, and frankly, most of us that go directly on active duty, the reserve is something we have to learn about later on. I went to basic training like every other airman at Lackland Air Force Base. It was no different for us prep school attendees than anybody else. And so I value that experience. One of the things that I will always value about the Air Force Academy is the honor code. Doors were open, wallets were on desk, the lost and found didn't stay lost. It was just a place where your word was your bond, and everybody else was exactly the same. As we got closer to graduation, it became even more precious, is the word I would use, because I realized that it was a bit of an ivory tower, that the world presented a more corrosive environment, perhaps not intentionally so, but you would have to work harder to demonstrate integrity and live that sort of life. Honored, humbled. I know a lot of those folks, ladies and gentlemen, that are distinguished graduates. It, to me, emphasizes, I think, the solidity of the institution and what the Air Force Academy is all about. One of my favorites, I would call him a mentor, is Randy Cabero. And I once asked him, what do you think is your overall mission for cadets at the Air Force Academy? He had it down to a sentence, and it was to graduate airmen that can frame and resolve ill-defined problems. I think of that often, and because there are a whole bunch of new problems out there, and the difficulty of framing them, getting them in the boundary of the proper framework, and then coming to a solution is a daunting task. But the Air Force Academy has the tools, gives us the tools that have to be worked and practiced and refined by the graduates to do that. I'm just very glad that I don't have to compete with them. I used to say that they're the same as we were when we were cadets. And then I have to say, except that they're bigger, faster, stronger, smarter, and perhaps even better looking. Attending the Air Force Academy, being an Air Force Academy graduate, certainly is the framework that my life took place in. It built not just the boundaries, but it built the places to exceed the boundaries. I think the long blue line of the United States Air Force Academy will continue to produce and to be joined by men and women of character whose dedication to serving America deserves admiration. And so I'm proud to be a part of that.